Hello everyone, I'm Yuri from Belkasoft, and today I'm thrilled to present a new Belkasoft product that will greatly assist you to unlock certain models of iOS devices. Additionally, I will share exciting updates on our mobile forensics advancements and some other news from Belkasoft. Let me introduce you to our Belkasoft X platform. To help you memorize its significance, here is a short rhyme. Computers, drones, and mobiles Belkasoft will analyze. Truly, Belkasoft is one of the very few digital forensic and cyber incident response products in the world that allows comprehensive analysis of these three types of digital devices. Moreover, we also provide analysis for cloud data sources, live memory, select IoT devices, and more. Allow me to provide some background about our company. Belkasoft is a dedicated software developer specializing in creating cutting-edge software solutions for digital forensics and cyber incident response. Since our inception in 2007, we have expanded to operate in 7 offices worldwide, including our headquarters in California and our R&D headquarters in Cyprus, where I am currently speaking from. We also have offices in the Czech Republic, Germany, Georgia, not to be confused with the US state, the United Kingdom, and Brazil. Belkasoft serves customers in over 130 countries, primarily catering various law enforcement organizations. We have thousands of satisfied customers across all continents except Antarctica. While I've had the privilege of visiting Antarctica twice, I wasn't able to convince any penguins to become our customers. A significant portion of our clientele consists of businesses that utilize our products for internal investigations and cyber incident response. They particularly value our remote acquisition tool along with our best-selling product, Belkasoft X. Among our corporate customers, we proudly count all of the big 4 accounting firms, technology giants like Apple, Sony, and Disney, as well as multiple banks, telecom companies, and oil and gas enterprises. Within the United States, we are honored to serve esteemed organizations such as the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, NASA, the US Army, and many more. Our customers span across various countries, including law enforcement agencies and businesses in Sweden, the UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, Turkey, and many more, which you can see on this slide. Now, let's delve into our flagship product, Belkasoft X. To repeat myself, this is one of the very few DFIR products that support both digital forensics and cyber incident response and allow you to get evidence out of computer and mobile devices in the same product. Unlike many competitors who offer separate products for just computers or just mobile device analysis, often at huge prices by the way, we combine the power of analyzing computers and mobiles in the same package. That also covers drones, memory, cloud, cyber incidents, and e-discovery for our corporate customers. Belkasoft X covers every stage of a DFIR investigation. Starting from the acquisition phase, it enables you to thoroughly examine, analyze, and extract deleted and hidden data. Our product excels in iOS forensics, Windows forensics. We actually started as a Windows-only forensic tool back to 2007, and SQLite forensics. In fact, our SQLite forensics feature has received high praise in a recent study conducted by NIST. But what truly sets Belkasoft X apart of the competition is our outstanding out-of-the-box artifact recovery, enabling you to solve cases much quicker and efficiently than before. Customers really love this Belkasoft feature. Having said so about high-level analysis such as automatic artifact recovery, the product seamlessly combines high-level forensics, high-level functions such as people communication analysis with in-depth low-level analysis tools, including hex and plist viewers, SQLite and registry viewers, MFT and alternate data stream viewers, volume shadow copy analysis, and so on and so forth. Belkasoft X has visually appealing user interface, user-friendly design, and multiple customizable options for allocating CPU cores and memory, and specifying types of analysis to run, which makes the work with the product pleasant and efficient. Now that we have hopefully gathered everyone for today's webinar, let's dive straight into the main topic of my presentation. The phone unlock problem is as old as mobile forensics. With the introduction of 6-digit passcodes, hardware-based encryption, a secure enclave processor, an increasing delay between incorrect attempts, and an option to erase the entire phone contents after a certain number of wrong attempts, it has become a nightmare for digital forensic investigators when they encounter a device with an unknown passcode and an uncooperative suspect. Fortunately, there are several commercial solutions available to overcome this difficulty. However, all of them come with an extremely high cost. Belkasoft now offers you a free option. Belkasoft has recently introduced the Belkasoft X Brute-Force product, specifically designed to help you unlock certain iOS devices. By the way, some of my slides feature a QR code that leads to an article or a white paper on our website. Feel free to scan them or make a photo to scan later. We have found that this is more effective than sharing links, as typing links from slides can be too slow, and I don't think anyone is doing so. So, our new product specializes in brute forcing 4- and 6-digit passcodes, a common security measure of iOS devices. While it does not support arbitrary passwords, fortunately it isn't a frequent choice. Here is the list of supported devices, which currently includes 6 devices, 6 models. However, we have ambitious plans to expand this list in the near future. Belkasoft X Brute-Force product supports iOS versions 14 and 15, and we plan to expand this list too. As of today, the product is in its beta phase and exclusively available to our law enforcement customers. And best of all, it's completely free and does not have any limitations on the number of devices you can unlock. Let me run the product. So it starts, shows you the splash screen, and as you can see, the interface is based on Belkasoft X, but the case is created automatically. Upon launching, the product will display this beta version disclaimer. It's crucial to read the document attached, as it contains detailed specification and some legal points. And you have to agree to the terms to continue. And you can also check that do not show next time to avoid seeing the same message again. Okay. Within the document, you'll find important advice and step-by-step instructions. It also explains the 2 available brute force speeds. Okay. Now click on agree and the acquire button, followed by mobile. You will notice that other buttons are grayed out, since those types of acquisitions are available only in the full version of the Belkasoft X product. Okay, now click on Apple. Now you'll be presented with a list of only models supported for brute force. Remember, the other models and acquisition types are available in the main Belkasoft product. In my case, I have an iPhone 7, so I'll select this option. On the next window, you can see all available acquisition methods for the selected device model. Apart from brute force, the other methods are grayed out. Click on the passcode brute force button. And on this window, you can see all the available available iOS versions for this method. Right, 14th and 15th. And the product asks you to determine what is the iOS versions installed on the device. So there are 3 ranges that may affect the brute force process differently. So it's important to select an appropriate one. Don't worry if you choose the wrong option, it will not harm the phone. At worst, you'll fail to start the brute force and you'll have another chance after the device reboots. On the next window, select the length of the passcode. The product supports 4 and 6-digit passcodes, and in my case, the passcode was 6 digits. Now, we come to a crucial window that determines the order of passcode testing. Depending on the device, and on the device's state, there may be 2 different speeds, fast brute force and slow brute force. If you're fortunate with a particular device, the fast brute force option will be available, allowing for completion of even 6-digit passcode guess within 3 days at worst, and regardless of the order of guessing. However, if luck is not on your side, you'll only have the option of slow brute force, which tests 1 passcode every 8 minutes. This means it could take up to 12 years in the worst case scenario. So the order of testing becomes crucial. We offer 3 options here. The Belkasoft dictionary, which combines our experience with internet knowledge. Sequential brute force, which tests options like 000, then 001, and so on, and the option to specify your own dictionary with 1 passcode per line. This custom dictionary doesn't need to cover the entire set of possible passcodes, by the way. You can craft it based on other evidence extracted from the same user's devices or wherever you like. So for my brute force process, I'm using this 3rd option of a custom dictionary. Alright, let's get started. First, you need to boot the device into recovery mode. The product will provide you with instructions of how to do this for the specific model you selected. Once the device is in the recovery mode connected to your computer, it's important to ensure that no other mobile devices are connected, as they may interfere with the process. We recommend you to use a USB 3 port and an original Apple cable. While other ports and non-Apple cables may work, we have noticed a higher rate of failures with them. Therefore, using the recommended hardware connection will help you to decrease the chances of failure due to improper hardware. Okay, great. My iPhone is connected and I'm ready to proceed. The next step is to enter the so-called device firmware update mode. This is where many beginners encounter difficulties since it takes some practice to master the skill of entering DFU mode. The problem is that DFU does not identify itself. It doesn't display anything on the screen. It's just a blank screen, which can be confused with the device being turned off. Additionally, various online resources on the internet may provide slightly different advice on the timing. Okay, I read the advice and I clicked on the enter the DFU mode button, and the product will detect my phone once it is in the DFU. Okay, doing some magic on the phone, and great, the device is now in the DFU mode. Once I successfully enter the DFU mode, the product confirms it. And by the way, if you miss correct buttons or timing, the phone will simply boot into the normal mode. In that case, you'll need to boot into the recovery mode again and attempt entering the DFU once more. Okay. And for those who are new to the DFU, we have a webinar dedicated to it. You can access it by scanning the QR code on this slide. So let me allow you a couple of seconds more. Please scan it or just take a screenshot or a photo. Okay, so once I successfully enter the DFU mode and click on Next, the product will display the final screen. In my version of the product, it teases me to specify the path for the acquired image as well. However, in your version, publicly available to law enforcement, this option will not be available since acquisition is not supported in Belkasoft X Brute-Force. If you want to acquire the device, you'll need the full version of Belkasoft X. Okay. Upon clicking on the green start button, the brute force process will begin. The product will exploit the device and display various technical details in the log. These details may be useful to share with our support team if you encounter any difficulties. Okay, going on. The magic is being conducted on the device. Okay. The checkmate is exploited. And unfortunately, luck is not on my side this time. This device is in a state that only allows for slow brute force. The product notifies me about it. And note that this message box does not interrupt the product from checking the passcodes, so there is no need to rush to close it. Okay, closing it. Slow brute force means testing one passcode every 8 minutes. I performed some magic on the phone to decrease this time slightly. So in my presentation, the passcode was found much quicker. This is actually the second passcode in my custom dictionary. In reality, it will be way slower. Excellent. Now I can copy the passcode from the log and the device is going to be rebooted. So I can close the log and review the tasks window where I can see the brute force process. I can see the brute force process took 2 minutes, not 8 minutes. In real life it will be longer, of course. And you can double click on the task that will open the task log in case you need it. Here's another article for you on troubleshooting checkmate problems. If you're working with Belkasoft X, This is the most complete article, how you solve this or that checkmate problems. Please scan the code or make a photo or a screenshot to scan it later. Okay. Now, let's try another iPhone. I'll repeat the entire process. Add the data source, go through the acquisition options, select the model, select the brute force method, select the IS, length of the passcode, the brute force dictionary. Okay. The recovery mode and the connection advice. And finally, DFU mode. Okay, DFU mode successfully entered, and now brute force starts again, but now for another device. So please allow the product a bit to exploit the device. And a few seconds more. The device is exploited and now being booted. Once it's booted up, it will be exploited and the brute force process will start automatically. Okay, the brute force starts and the luck now is on my side. You can see that the device state allows for fast brute force. Great. Indeed, you can see that passcodes are being checked very quickly. The product actually shows one every third passcode checked, since displaying every passcode would not be readable. And you can see we guessed it very quickly. By the way, if for any reason the process is interrupted, Belkasoft will resume from the most recently checked passcode without losing any previous work. Whenever you had a blackout or computer reboot or the phone ran out of power, doesn't make any difference. It will remember the last passcode checked and the last dictionary applied. Which is good. Okay, so great. The passcode is now found. We can copy the passcode, and also we can close this window, go to tasks, and it took us slightly less than 2 minutes to brute force using this fast brute force process. And just to remind you, the worst case scenario with fast brute force is just 3 days. Okay, that concludes the presentation of the brute force product. Now let me provide you with some updates on other mobile acquisition improvements in our main product, Belkasoft X. Our checkmate-based acquisition has been updated to support iOS 16 beta, so the full range of supported iOS versions is 12 to 16 beta. For these iOS versions, we can extract the full file system image and keychain. Some devices and iOS versions will even allow you to acquire a so-called BFU image and even leave the USB restricted mode. This USB lifting, this is what the product can do automatically for you. Please note that the final release of iOS 16 includes measures that effectively close the checkmate vulnerability through operating system means, with only some highly improbable exceptions. So, while the hardware vulnerability still exists, it is mitigated by the iOS means. To learn more on the checkmate support in Belkasoft X, please scan the provided QR code. The checkmate story emphasizes the need to have multiple acquisition methods in your toolkit. We offer several methods for iOS, including agent-based acquisition. This is the only method to acquire the FFS for modern iOS versions. Belkasoft X supports iOS from 10.3 till 16.1.2. And again, for more details on this acquisition method, please scan the QR code. Another relatively new method in Belkasoft X is iOS screen capturing. This method works regardless of the installed iOS version and can capture a screenshot of the current screen. Once you finish taking screenshots, they are automatically added to your Belkasoft X case and can be converted to text with a built-in OCR feature in the product. Let me also provide you with a brief update on Android acquisition in Belkasoft X. Firstly, we have updated the APK downgrade method for Android 12. It was broken with the release of this Android version, affecting not just Belkasoft but all other forensic tools on the market. If you plan to use this method on a newer device, please ensure that your tool is updated to support the newest version of Android operating system. Secondly, we will soon release a new method, SIM card acquisition. In this method, an Android device serves as a hardware tool to read SIM cards. This allows you to read not just physical but also eSIMs, which is good. Lastly, we have updated our support for Xiaomi and Huawei backups, which includes decryption of modern versions of such backups. You can also use a hardware device to clone a physical SIM card. On my slide, you can see one of the hardware readers available for as low as $7. Belkasoft X can access such a SIM card, SIM card enclosed in such a hardware SIM card reader, and retrieve various information from an enclosed SIM card, including contacts, SMSs, and very specific SIM-specific files, among others. As you might have heard, Belkasoft has entered into an alliance with Grayshift. This partnership has allowed us to enhance our support for gray key images. First, Grayshift tested our product and recognized its high quality by approving us for their partnership program. Second, we have added support for Android images acquired with Gray Key, expanding beyond the previously supported iOS devices. Third, with access to their test images, we were able to provide proper support for mounting keychain and key store files. Last but not least, by utilizing their official test sets, we were able to support literally dozens of artifacts that we had never encountered before in our lab. Overall, this partnership brings some great news for owners of both products. If you mostly work with mobile devices, please scan the code and read an overview of how Belkasoft can assist you with mobile forensics. Here are some other links that might be of interest to you. Our new free course on Sigma and Yara rules, a course that is beneficial to both law enforcement and corporate customers. The second link is my personal request to support us with the Forensic Forecast Awards. And the third link will provide you with more information on what's new in Belkasoft X. This includes not only advancements in mobile forensics, but also computer forensics, drone forensics, incident response, e-discovery, and more. So, to recap, Enjoy the free Belkasoft X Brute-Force product. We hope that more models and iOS versions will come soon. And meanwhile, please use Belkasoft X for other methods, what includes checkmate-based acquisition, agent-based acquisition, screen capturing method, and other iOS acquisition methods, as well as dozens of methods for Android, to include agent-based, various chip-specific methods, ADB, ADB Advanced, APK downgrade, and many more. And this slide concludes my presentation. Depending on your user type, please scan the corresponding QR code to learn more. Whether you are a law enforcement professional, a corporate employee, or an academic user, we have specific resources tailored to your needs. Now, please send me your questions through the chat window, and I'll be happy to reply.